Hello guys, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to learn about Pandas. So Pandas is the open source Python library which is built upon the Numpy library. So it can be said it is also defined on the basis of C standard templates, and definitely it's going to run faster compared to the Python general coding, and it will be better performing on the newly CPU architectures because the code is very optimized because of using the C standard templates, right? The data structure in the pandas, which is data frame, which allow you to store and manipulate tabular data in rows and column, which led pandas to work very faster, and which make it powerful, flexible, and easy to use tool. The pandas is also a very handy tool for doing analysis and manipulation of the data, right? So that's all about the pandas data frame. Let's start by installing the pandas. For that, you can just do pip install pandas. That's all you have to do to install the pandas in your Python environment. For importing the pandas, you just need to write import pandas as pd. So here you are importing pandas by import pandas, and pd is the alias to the pandas, right? So instead of using pandas every time, you can just use pd, right? So data frame can be made from dictionary, right? It can be made from list of list. It can be made from tuples of tuple. It can be made from list of tuples, right? So we're gonna use first dictionary. How we're gonna make a data frame from that particular dictionary? We're gonna see that. So let's define a dictionary, and I'm gonna use mark sheet of different students to make a data frame. So here I'll be having subjects like maths, English, right? And what I can take more is chemistry, and I can take physics, right? Now instead of explicitly defining the list here for every subject for the marks of students, I'll just use the Numpy Random functionality. For that, I need to import the import Numpy as np. And as we have learned in the previous tutorial about randint function, that is between 40 to 100, I need the marks and I need the 10 values. So you can see I got the 10 values, right? So I can just use it every time. It's very helpful and easy to use. Okay, right, now let's see our dictionary. Let's define a data frame out of it. So we're gonna just do pd.data frame. You need to be careful because pandas is case sensitive. This data frame should be written in this format only, and we'll be giving dictionary in the parameter. And to see the data frame, we can just use a function called head function. It will give the first 5 rows of the data frame. So as you can see, this is one student marks in 4 subjects, this is second student, this is third student, like that, right? If you want to see more out of this data frame, you can just increase the row values, or can explicitly define or give the row values. You can also give the less row values. So it's totally depends on you, right? To get the shape of this data frame, you can use df.shape. So it will be giving us as the shape of 10,4, that is 10 rows, 10 students into 4 subjects, right? Also, we have a function to get the statistics of this particular data frame, that is describe. So it will give us the statistics of this particular data frame. Here I'm getting the count of each student in particular subject, and the mean, the average marks student scored in particular subject, standard deviation mean, and how many students were in top 25, top 50, top 75, like that, right? Maximum marks scored by a particular student in particular subject, that is given here, right? And to save this data frame for further use in some other script, you can use df.toCSV, right? There is so many format you can save this data frame, like CSV, Excel, dictionary, and like that. And there's also so many ways you can import a file, CSV file, Excel file, into the data frame. We will be seeing that also. to CSV and just name it data.csv. I will not be taking the index value. For that I'll be using index.false, and I need the header value, so I'll be taking those. Right, so as you can see here, my data frame is now ready. Right, this is what I wanted in the format. Now let's see some functionalities to access the rows and columns of the data frame. To access a particular row, you can just put df.ilog 0 or 1. It will give me the values of the first row, that is 85, 86, 84, 65, and that is what I have it here. And if you want the particular value of a column in a particular row, what you can do, you can just do df.ilog 1, 0, and here you can see it is 85, that is 0th row value of the first column, first row value of the 0th column, right? And if you don't need to give the index value of the column, right, what you can use df.lope function. So what it does, it just take the column name in the parameter, that is maths. So here we are seeing the first student mathematics marks, and that is 85. You can see the English marks also, that is 86. So it's very handy tool, right? Now second, we're gonna see how to sort these values, like in the increasing or the decreasing orders. So for that we have a functionality called sort values, and we have to pass by what we have to sort these values, right? Suppose I want to sort these values by maths. As you can see, these are arranged in the ascending order, but if you want them in the descending order, what you can do, you can just pass ascending to be false. And here the rows are arranged in a way that the mathematics marks are arranged in the descending order, right? As you can see here, you can also pass one more parameter. If some two of the values of a parameter are same, then you can just uh, pass one more value of the column on which you're gonna sort these values. So right, it is like that. So it is really necessary when the two values of the math column are same, then it will judge the result on the basis of the English column. Otherwise it will sort the values on the maths column values only, right? If you want to convert this data frame into the numpy array, there is a handy tool, that is values. That's all. Let it be num. See the num. As you can see, it's array. Let's get the type of this particular array. It's numpy.nd array, and now I want to convert this array back to the pandas data frame. For that I can, okay, before that let's see the column names of the df that can be extracted using df.columns. And now I need to convert this num, that is our numpy array, back to the data frame. So for that I can use data frame, and here I will be passing num and the column which I need to have. For that I'll be just using the same column names. For that I'll be using df.columns, right? So now here you can see our data frame is formed using the num, that is our numpy array, right? So we have seen two forms by which we can form the data frame. Earlier we saw that how can we form a data frame from a dictionary. Now here we saw how to form a data frame using what, this array, like, right? Now I'm going to load a data frame, right? So for that I'll be using pd.readcsv. Let it be dp, right? And I'll be using the same data frame that I have saved earlier, data.csv, and let's see, dp.head. As you can see, we are able to load the data frame from our memory, right? So that's all about pandas data frame you need to know for getting started in pandas for machine learning, right? If you want to learn more, there is so many things, there is so many functionalities in pandas data frame. You can read it from the pandas documentation. Like we're gonna use so many functionalities, we're gonna encounter many things, like there would be null values, we're gonna removing those rows, and we are filling those values with the anything like mean of the column values and like that. If we want to convert the categorical values in the numerical values, we're going to use get dummies, and there are so many things we're going to learn while doing the machine learning part. But for now, this is the basic you need to know about pandas, and if you want to learn more, you can just refer the pandas documentation. That would be really good. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much.